boys and girls. Today we're going to make Emperor's New Shoes. First we gotta do is gather our supplies. We'll need a pair of flip-flops. You can get a pair of brand new ones from the Dollar Tree store, or you can just gather up some of your old ones that you have and you want to redecorate. You need your supplies. You'll need some glue. You can use Elmer's glue or tacky glue, some beads, some strips of fabric, some buttons and some string, some yarn, maybe some pom-poms, and some regular buttons. I'm going to start with the easiest one, and this is the fabric one. Just get any old kind of soft fabric, and you'll want to cut them in like about 6 inches, about a ½ inch to 1 inch wide. And what you do with these is you're just going to do a U. See, a U. And we're going to put that around the strap of your sandal. And then you're going to pull the 2 ends here through that little end of the U and pull it tight. So you're going to snug it up as tight as you can. And I found that if you have an old pair of socks works great. You just cut it up in little strips, and its socks are really stretchy. But don't cut any socks unless Mom says so. But the ones that have holes in them, gives it a second use. Again, you slip it through and pull it tight. And there you got fancy shoes. And then you just cut them till they're all the same length. And there you're dressed up an old pair of shoes to fancy shoes. Now the second one I'm going to show you how to do is we're going to do the yarn one. This one takes a little bit longer, but it's easy also. And you can do it 2 ways. You can add beads to decorate the yarn, or you can just do plain yarn. I think we're going to go with the gold on this one. What we start with is you're going to start with the yarn, and you're going to tie a knot. Make sure it's secure knot, not just a loose knot. And that, when you do your knot, then you're going to lay this extra strip across, because we're going to cover that up as we wind our yarn around it, and that'll hold it in place. Just going to keep winding it. This one will take a long time, depending on how fast you can wind it. It's best if you work with a ball and not just a string, because if you pull just a string, you're going to be pulling and pulling and pulling. So if you can roll your yarn into a ball, it makes it a lot quicker to go around. And some of you that know how to do bracelets, you can get some fancy wrapping on there too. We're just doing the simple wrapping. And you just wrap and wrap and wrap until you get it all done. Now, if you wanted to put beads on it, you would start first by putting the beads on your string before you start wrapping it. So you figure how many beads you want on your, I picked 5, so I would put 5 beads on my string before I started wrapping. Because once you start wrapping, it's kind of hard to put your beads on. And then, if you got buttons, fancy cute little buttons, you can use string and sew them on there to make them decorated. If you have pom-poms, you can glue the pom-poms on. Now, you don't want to get them wet because pom-poms will fall off if they're wet. Or if you have some cute little buttons, you can do the button one with the Elmer's glue or the tacky glue. Make sure when you glue that you let it set overnight for it to completely dry before you use them. So I hope you guys make some fancy shoes and show them off to us. You guys have a great day. Bye.